We're going to watch the mounting again, seeing if she's doing it correctly. She's pretty light getting in that saddle, if you notice that. There's no slapping the tack. Sitting down heavy was pretty light. He's quiet. He seems to have stood still. That's good. And she's getting her reins organized. Okay, let's walk on the left rein. Now at this point, again, they're ready for the show ring. They're braided. They're supposed to be clean and shiny. And they should be clipped. And my only comment on the turnout is I would have the fetlock hairs clipped off his fetlocks a little bit more, so it's a little neater. I would make that comment for the turnout. Let me get my book here. This is Bridget Gates from St. John, and this is her horse. What's his name, Bridget? I sometimes forget. What? Sydney, that's it. Sydney. All right, so with the 6, let's see what the 6 looks like. So again, number 6, rider 6, they are equitated. They are at this level. And the leg is, the development of the leg is quite strong. It's steady on the horse. There should be no swinging at the stage of that leg, that calf. There should be, again, really that alignment is now on. The discipline is deeper. And it's correct now at the 6 of that alignment. Ear, shoulder, hip, down through back of heel. The horse at this stage, a good average school horse could pass this test on the flat and over fences. It could. But it has to be a good and have some impulsion of going forward. Rhythm, impulsion, degree of suppleness is what we're looking for. We'll just go down the diagonal FXH and change the rein. Let's have a look at you on the right side of the rider here. Always look at both sides of them because some people, they're good on one side, totally different picture the other side, totally different picture. And again, we're testing at this time 15 meter in trot and canter, rhythm, impulsion, 3-loop serpentine wall to wall with forwardness of pace, bending, simple change on long diagonal, accuracy and smoothness, and non-progressive transitions. All right, Bridget, let's go up to the trot, rising trot. And take a look at this rider 6 position. We're coming across the diagonal MXK and change the rein. We're going to do a 20-meter circle down at C, 20-meter circle. And again, in the 6, they're actually warming the horse up. They're warming the horse up. You give them 15, 20 minutes. They warm the horse up. You see what they actually do. And then after they're done, you tell them what you like to see in your warm-up. And they go and they do it. And then you actually come and you ask them after they warmed them up, you know, if there was anything that you would like to improve on the actual, how was your warm-up? You'll ask them that. You'll find out what the strengths of the horse was and what are the weaknesses. All right, let's pick up the trot a little more, Bridget. So this time we need to see some forward impulsion out of the rider 6. Forward impulsion out of the rider 6. And I like to see him a little bit straighter onto your right rein. There you go. We're going to go across the diagonal HXF and change the rein. So the circles, they should demonstrate a consistent bend and rhythm in the circles with the impulsion. So we're going to do a 20-meter circle down here at A. And now you should have a bend in the elbow, a definite bend in the elbow, the straight line from elbow down through the arm bit. There's that straight line going down. You should be seeing that. 20 meters are going out to X, Bridget, to X. That's it. And again, I'd like to see this horse a little bit straighter. I find him over bent towards the inside. I'd like to see him straighter and on your outside rein a little bit more. That's it. But notice the position of the rider. She's got lovely posture, nice long leg, and she's quite elegant looking on the horse at this stage too. She's pretty solid. Up the diagonal, MXK, and the hands are pretty even. She's holding the bend to K. And she changes the diagonal. I like to see him go a little more forward, Bridget. Can you get him up in front of your leg a little more? A little more in front of the leg. A little straighter on that outside rein. A little bend in those ribs. Good. 20-meter circle down there at C. And again, can they ride the round tangent point? C. Round tangent points. They need to come up to X a tad bit more. Good. That's it. And a little bit straighter in the neck. He needs to be straighter in the neck. That's it. Straighter in the neck. Go large. 20-meter circle down here at A. Try to keep his neck straighter. Get a little bit of jaw bend and rib bend. That's it. Neck straighter. Give me a tad bit more impulsion. Tad bit more impulsion. Again, the horse is not going to consistently be to the bit in a 6. It's working in a round outline towards the bit. If it's working around hollow and you're banging on its back, you're not a 6. But it's working round to the outline. There's moments of some sort of going to the bit, but it doesn't have to be consistently at this level. At 8, it is consistently at this level. Good. All right. Go large. We're going to do a 3-loop serpentine, wall to wall. And the rider is definitely riding into contact. Definitely riding into contact. And the heels are stretched down. Good. Good. And come back and do that 3-loop serpentine again. And the shoulders seem to be turning with the horse, going around the serpentine, the circles. There's no blocks there. There's a bend in the elbows. There's connection. There's straightness. It's pretty smooth, the changing of diagonals. Fifth coordination's a little bit faster on this one. Can you just come down the quarter line and do me a lovely leg yield, please? to the track. And rider sixes in their training should be doing some leg yielding over now. They're holding the outside of the animal and pressing them over, okay? And come up the next quarter line. I'd like to see a little more crossing of the hind legs. This is not asked on the test, but they should be able to, before they're presented to the test, doing some leg yielding, and there should be some crossing. If the hind leg is just coming to the other hind leg like that, that is not correct in the leg yield. If they're just go large, cross the diagonal here, FX, H. Little more impulsion, Bridget. Open up that trot a little more. You know, so you want to see a horse that's in front of the leg. Come up the quarter line here and give me another leg yield. And he should be able to do this before. This would be one of his prerequisites that they should be able to do. And again, you have to hold the outside. The rider is starting. They have the understanding of what they're supposed to be doing with those outside aids, and they should be making some corrections. And we'll do one more leg yield. Didn't really do much over there. One more, but this is not part of what they see in the test, but the horse needs to be able to move over in a leg yield before. This is in the training for this testing, okay? So it's a lateral suppling exercise. Sitting trot, 20-meter circle here today. Let's look at the sitting trot of this rider. It's pretty deep. Has a lovely leg. Could bring, maybe if I have to make my comment, I'd bring that ankle back a little bit more, which she's going to do right now, bring her ankle back a little more. You know, get a little more on the outside rein, not so much neck bend. I need to have them on the outside rein, a little straighter through the neck. Just a little jaw, not so much neck. Now that's a pretty solid seat, as you can see, a more defined leg. Not that the other girl wasn't defined. She was pretty defined in the lower leg department, and this one's pretty defined. Okay? Good. And then we're going to go large. Keep doing your sitting trot. Going large. You're going to go down to C, and you're going to ride a 15-meter circle. And you're riding leg to hand, maintaining contact, much more than the 5 was. And again, they come to the test with the pellums. If you can't ride leg to hand, you still can't get them somewhat round for a rider 6. Some people do not have that skill, and that's what has to be trained in them. Riding from leg to hand, getting a little bit of suppleness, bend through that rib, riding from left leg, inside leg to outside hand. That has to be trained, that skill in them. And let's go large. Come across the short diagonal. B, or that diagonal to E, that would be fine. Look at the sitting trot. Look at the way the hands are carried down. They're more structured. The fingers are definitely closed. Pick up the trot just a tad more. I just need some more impulsion here. That's it. I need some impulsion. That's it. There, he's got a better bend now. He's not so overbent now. Not so overbent. Let's do another 15-meter circle down at C, and another 15-meter circle at E at the sitting trot. I'm going to look at the sitting trot because I want you to see it, okay? You need to see. And riding from leg to hand. There's a connection there. You can see that, all right? A connection. I would make my 15-meter circle just a tad bit bigger, just a tad. All right? Posting trot. And give me a 15-meter circle at E. Again, they need to hit those tangent points. They need to come to the tangent point between D and X. The tangent point. Hit the quarter line. The tangent point between G and X, and then back to E. Good. Prepare to walk and walk. That's a little small for me. I want them better than that. I need that 15 meters a little bit better. She's never done a rider 6, okay? Geez, what are you, a pony club? C1. C1, okay? But rides to a rider 6 standard, but with the fixing up of those size of circles is definitely of a rider 6 that I can see at the walk and trot right now. All right, pick up the canter. Knows the leads. And pretty nice seat, pretty elastic, the joints, the suppleness, okay, riding up into contact, the steadiness, a little more depth of the training. That's it. Good. We're going to do a 15-meter circle at C. 15 meters. Hit the quarter line, the tangent point between G and X. The quarter line, and back. I might come up a little bit on that one. I still think they're a little shallow at the bottom of the circle. I find them a little shallow. Good. And another 15-meter circle here at A. I'd say that was better, eh? Good. Keep cantering. We're coming up the diagonal. We're going to do a simple change to trot. Pick up your right lead. But more stylish, more educated, deeper seat, riding up into the connection and picking up the lead. That's it. Come down the next diagonal and do the same simple change to the new lead. That was quite smooth, eh, compared to where 5. Come up the next diagonal, same thing. Okay, good. Go ahead, canter large, 15-meter circle at E. Prepare to walk and walk. Prepare to canter and canter. Prepare to walk and walk. Prepare to canter and canter. It's taken out some steps in this one, not as many steps to the walk transition. Prepare to walk and walk. I should have spoke too soon now, didn't I? Canter again. What I'm saying is the 5 had more steps than this one. So you're seeing a little bit more degree of balance, right? Prepare to walk and walk. Good, hey. That's right on the money, that one. Eh? Prepare to canter and canter. "20-meter circle at C. Look at the seat. Beautiful seat, beautiful leg. Eh? Prepare to walk and walk. Pretty nice, eh? That's pretty supple, rhythm, relaxation, impulsion, maybe a tad bit straightness. I would have wanted a little more, but you know what? That's pretty nice, what you see there. Trot on, rising trot. Wrong diagonal, but then I saw a correction. We're coming down the diagonal KXM, change the rein. And prepare to canter and canter. Coming large, 20-meter circle up here at C. "20-meter circle." Kept making the correction, fixing the mistake, what you expect to see at this level. 15-meter circle will be a next one right here at A. 15-meter circle. Notice the posture, the leg, the rein. And he's bulging over there. Do that circle again and see if you can get that horse moving off that right leg. Neck a little straighter. That's it. We'll do it one more time. And they got to sit a little harder here and push. There's tracking, push, push. There you go. There. Good. Prepare to trot and trot. Go large. Sitting trot. And we're going to come up here to the top of the ring at A, and you're going to do a stretch circle, where the horse at A circles right 20 meters, allowing the horse to